Hello, Boring Review Nation.
Nick.
Gabe.
We got there.
We got there. And we are here today for another reaction. You killing me, dude. You know what's funny?
He does not look forward to it at all.
No, I'm sorry. Like, listen, you guys gotta understand. Last two songs that we reacted to, I was super sly. Journey Slays. It's the only thing I'm thinking about right now. Journey Slays. And it's like, I'm sorry, but every song so far, thus far, you've given me of the Beatles has not slayed. I gotta use that word now. I love it. Has not slayed. I'm sorry, it hasn't. It hasn't been my cup of tea.
Well, we're checking out Helter Skelter today. And Helter Skelter, the phrase itself was like, everything goes to crap, right? Everything is just going to hell, basically. And this is a song that's been requested so many times. I think because it's a little more raw. It's got a lot more guitar that you would like in the song. But it's not one of my favorite ones. It's not a bad song, but it's just not one of my top 20, top 30 go-tos of their songs.
I never realized
So watch, you're going to like it.
I never realized Helter Skelter was a song. What I associate Helter Skelter was the Mansons, like that. That's what they called their
I think there was even
purge or whatever he called it. Their battle that they had, that they thought they were doing when the whole Sharon Tate thing went down or whatever. Yeah.
I think they're all wasn't there like a cartoon as well called Helter Skelter about like some crows or something? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to check out this song. If you like our reaction, please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
And if you want to see someone not enjoy the Beatles, check out other reactions to the Beatles songs.
Don't kill me. I'm sorry, they just haven't slayed thus far.
You're so dumb. Here we go.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. Where I stop and I turn and I go for a ride. Till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah. But don't you want me to love you? I'm coming down fast, but I'm miles above you. Tell me, come on, tell me the answer. Well, you may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. No, Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter. Yeah.
Woo!
Won't you want me to make you? I'm coming down fast, but don't let me break you. Tell me the answer. You may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. Look out! Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter.
Is it different?
Way different.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. And I stop and I turn and I go for a ride. And I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah. But don't you want me to make you?
Dude, that's slaying right there. What are you talking about?
Tell me your answer. You may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. Look out, Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter. Look out, Helter Skelter. To come in that
Still a minute left.
Dude, this is so different from any other Beatles song you've played for me this far.
It definitely is. There it is. I was like, uh-oh. I thought there was more. It's like, was someone just goofing around with like, the volume dial?
Then they came back up and fucked it up.
I got blisters on my fingers.
Oh, man. Oh, this is hilarious. Dude, you know what's funny? I don't know what time period this is from, but first and foremost, the instruments sounded totally different than every other. Because remember, my biggest complaint with the Beatles was that it was so twangy. You know what I mean? They had first of all, the few songs you gave me were so short. They were like 2 minutes a beat.
They were early on songs.
It was more like I wouldn't call it a show tune or a jingle, but it was so short. Where this is longer, it breathes. It's multi-layered too. You know what I mean? The different instruments playing, their voices. I gotta tell you, this is the first winner. This is gonna be it. Added it.
Oh my!
What is wrong with you? He's
What is
like,
wrong with me?
What is wrong? You said it's not my favorite.
It's not.
And one of the ones
one of
the other ones you played for me before, was your favorite? Like, I don't know. Like, this one was more like rock. You
What
can
I
even
grew up on. I love it.
You could even, again, they were killing the guitar, killing the drums. It sounded like a rock song. You know what I mean? It didn't sound so poppy, so like the other Beatles stuff you played for me. This was like, he's even yelling, Helter Skelter. Like, it felt like a rock song. You know what I mean, dude? Adding it as we speak.
Now, I love that you said that. So this is from, I listened to the Beatles because my dad, and usually it was on most like their anthologies or their greatest hits albums. Not some, and my dad had the records, but I don't remember listening to them and saying, oh, that's from this record, that's from this record. So obviously from the picture, this is from the White Album. The White Album has been, I would say most Beatle fans would say that's their best album. That's when they're like the most experimental. That's where they were just the most artistic. And it's also got the most songs of anything else. And I'm just looking at some of these titles, like, where was it at? I mean, they have some iconic, not so crazy songs.
Like I told you, I only know one other Beatles song. There it goes. While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And that's because...
so that's from this album.
Again, my best friend in
George Harrison. That's your boy right there. I know he wrote that.
He used to play it all the time.
But
and I think that's a beautiful...
Obla Da is not as hard of a song. That was actually the theme song of the show a long time ago. Dear Prudence is a more reflective song, but a little more of a ballad. Back in the USSR is more hard like this.
Like Russia, USSR?
Yeah. Back in the USSR. I mean, back in the USSR is kind of like the hook that they go right there. But
interesting. And this is all
Blackbird.
One album.
Blackbird is the title actually comes because of a black lady, bird being called a lady back then. Like,
okay.
Nice bird she is or whatever. So whatever they have, it's such a different eclectic mix from this album. And people say this was when they were at their best. This definitely wasn't one of their earlier albums. I'm going to get to the release year. I would say probably 67, 68. So 1 year passed, and they started off in 61, 62, something like that. So this was later on. This was like about a year or two before they broke up. And so Yellow Submarine's also they're kind of a trippy one. They had some different songs. We all live in a yellow submarine. You heard that song?
Never heard that song. But then again, the way you harmonized it there,
hey, stop.
I'm sure it doesn't sound that way.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
If Ringo sang it, maybe. But just kidding. But anyways, one of the comments was the best comment when you keep asking what genre are they. They say the Beatles have had like 30 different genres. You can't just pigeonhole into one type.
Right.
And you see it in that song right
there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like this did not sound anything like the Beatles song you played for me before. I would have told you there's no way if you put that song I could not even tell you they were the same band if you didn't tell me like a blind, and I was gonna say like a blind test, but if you did a blind listen test, and put it to one of our kids, students, whatever. Hey, which are the same bands? And you put three random, one random band and two Beatles songs. Give me one of those.
That would be a fun test.
Early ones with the twangy that you gave me, the jingly, like poppy, and then this where he's like, Helter Skelter, like, dude, like that's rock. People, that's not the same band. Honestly, because how often do bands really change? You know what I mean? They always kind of have the same sound. That's one thing I will tell you about the Beatles. The Beatles don't really change. I mean, not the Beatles. Sorry, Metallica. Metallica changes. Like the difference in the songs from like.
Just wait till we get there. They do change a little bit.
Really?
And the fans were very upset about it.
Interesting.
Not like, and they come back to their roots for the most part, a little more modernized.
Right.
But yeah, I'll have to play a few of them.
Interesting, because usually, guys are like, they're set in their ways. Like, this is the music we play, whatever. So it's hard for a band to like leave their like, this is what made us popular. This is our niche. This is my passion. Don't destroy my art. So, like a lot of bands aren't willing to change or to evolve with the times. That's what's gonna tell you in the rap game. That's what's killed most rappers. They don't know how to keep up with the times. Jay-Z is one of the few guys that can evolve. The guy's been around for 30 years.
See, this is where I'm gonna disagree with you in 2 points. First of all, a lot of rock bands do change.
Okay, well in the rap genre, very few do.
I personally don't like. I like the band because of their sound. So Linkin Park, they would change, not dramatically, but they would change their style almost from album to album. And I'm a huge Linkin Park fan, but I liked them more when they were more with like the techno and the sounds of that with the rock or whatever before they went more, and not gonna say mainstream, but they changed their sound so much that I didn't really like it as much as their earlier stuff. Some of the bands that haven't really changed too much, which I appreciate, would be something like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They are pretty consistent with that funk rock all throughout. I like it because that's why I fell in love with that band's music in the first place, is because of their sound. And when they change it so much, Nickelback, which gets made fun of all the time, they sold a lot of records, they definitely haven't changed too much. It's kind of the same kind of stuff. I like the same stupid stuff from Nickelback. I'm sorry, I do. I like their music to a certain degree. I don't think they're geniuses, but they have enjoyable music. But I would disagree because a lot of bands do change from to certain degrees. Obviously, you're not going to change the tone of your voice,
right?
But the music does change to a certain degree.
Now, the only thing that is interesting to me is it because you have a personal connection to the earlier stuff, because like that was what your dad listened to. Because even you like a lot of this hard rock stuff. I like Metallica, the Chop Suey. I don't even remember who sings that. Was that the name of the band or song?
System of the Down.
System of the Down. Like, and this is more like that, like hard rock, compared to the earlier, softer, more poppy stuff that you played for me. So I'm surprised that you said this isn't your favorite.
It's not so much the sound of the Beatles that I like. It's like with any band. If I'll just connect with the song. This song I've never really connected too much with. I know why you like it, and I know why people like it. I don't think it's just like, I don't understand what's going on here. But I just never really connected with it. I connect with their earlier stuff, but I also connect with a lot of their later stuff. I connect with a lot of their reflective stuff as well. Like Hey Jude is a very, very much of a ballad, but I connect with that a lot more than this one because I can feel like the pain and the emotion when he's singing that song. Or even like Yesterday, which I think we played that for you. You probably bored out of your mind, but I think that's one of the greatest songs of all time.
Yeah, right.
Because of this or that. But anyways, let us know what you think about our conversation here. Let us know what you think about this song. Thank you so much for the request. He enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
The village has spoken. The Beatles do slay.
Oh my.